Good morning, everyone. It's 10th March 2017, and welcome to another episode of ProAMT Traders Digest. Let me go through the disclaimer first. Trading in stocks derivatives involves substantial risk of loss and not suitable for all investors. Past or simulated performance is not a guarantee of future results. All indicators, strategies shown in the video are for education purpose only. All levels discussed in this video are for understanding the study and not a recommendation to trade. Please consult your personal financial advisor before making any trade decision based on this video. We will not be responsible for any resulting profits or losses. So today was a bad day for technical reasons. The internet was not working, and then when it started working, something went wrong with my database, but luckily got saved. So could only take one trade, and that too was like wanted to just get out of it because I I I never assumed that it will go past 60. I thought that it will hold there, but then it gave 17 points more from there. But anyways, let's have a look at what happened through the day because I was not able to watch it till almost 12:15. So open inside the range into the lower balance. If we see this lower balance, it is opening into that lower balance and then trying to push higher, fails going above the point of control of previous day. So when that is happening, one thing is there that it might continue a move down, but this also looks quite mechanical because the way it rejects from here, though this is nice that it at least went above, but I was like seeing this, the center of this entire balance is somewhere above and must be just right at the highs. So from there it fails, comes back into the point of control of this minor balance, and then you get a break of that. You get an inside bar, then a break of that bar. So quite a uh, easy trade to even trade it on a 30-minute bar, and can be a breakout trade as well because if it's breaking from here, the primary intention is it would go and break the high. So that was what was going on in my mind, and I thought that it will go into this and reject into this LVN, but it pushed through that and went almost near to the previous day's high, and that was like in the hypothesis I was expecting that it will go into that scene of crime from where it was like contracting, and from where it fell, and finally when it happened I had already exited, so can't help it. Now on the 1 minute, let's see how that move shaped up. So a nice balance here breaks out, comes back to the point of control. So this is a nice test, no supply. So a test with no supply, and then a push higher. And already we have a thrust in the morning. So till that is the 50% of this is holding up, the chances are higher that it would go into this upper balance mid. So it exactly went there, and this exactness is what kills, because when it's going exactly there, that means the sellers coming here are not so powerful. A powerful seller won't care about these levels. Then a channel move down and goes sideways again, so overall makes a nice balance in this zone, and then a breakout with volume, again the same thing. When it's breaking out with volume, we need to watch the lows of that. It protects, again gives a push higher, and then finally a thrust, which doesn't materialize, comes back again the base of that. So a very visual reference here. So this I consider as getting a bit weaker. So today's weakness point would be this zone, the 8945 8944 zone. If it starts trading below that, then uh, might weaken. Until it's above that, this is a huge thrust, and till all this entire volume zone is holding, then there are chances that it might push higher towards 9,000 and above. Now, let's see on the 15-minute. So, a thrust, doji kind of bar, and then break above that, holds the body of. So, see how this balance is forming and comes back into that balance. So, this is a piece of information that if it's coming back now, people would consider this yesterday's volume based VL as an information. But for me, the information is here, the point of control of this balance, and the information is here. The morning balance is higher than this, and the point of control of that balance. So does not get enough supply into that. And you see, we also get a no supply bar here, break of no supply, and the volume completely drops. So here from this we can know it's not just order flow, but these small circles at the lows while it's coming to test the supply is a sign that there is no selling pressure left. So pushes higher, again higher, tries again to come down with supply, but instantly gets absorbed. Again tries to come down with supply, instantly gets absorbed. So see, all this is not getting supply, and all of a sudden a volume thrust. And finally, a big volume thrust here. So now this becomes like we were discussing once. So this zone becomes important zone because see, it's a huge positive delta. Like last time it had come midway, and see how it created that move. So this is also compressing, and if a move comes on the upside, holding on to this thrust, then need to play that move on the long side. Now let's see the Renko and the expectations for today. So on Renko, a nice zipper, impulse, pullback, impulse, then a messy move down, again a mess till it's into the zipper, then creates a clean impulse, pullback. Pullback is into the pivot of yesterday, and also it's many things aligning together there. Weekly VWAP, and it was today's VWAP, and all sort of things aligning there. Also it's a monthly VWAP, so everything combining there, and then finally pushing higher, and that impulse fails into this nice balance, comes back down in an impulse pullback. Second impulse does not materialize because the day mid had become a support, and finally closes at the VPOC, the volume based POC of the day. So overall, a very orderly auction, though there is a lot of volume generated lower, so that in a way becomes a nice support. This 8937 zone becomes a nice support in terms of volume, because HVN there, and then just the HVN below that at 27. So it's trying to create a move, keeping this as a support zone. If you see, there is a HVN here also, again HVN in the same zone, again HVN a bit higher. So this fade says that the high is still not done. Now let's see the expectation for today. Let's assume open into this zone. So opens, pushes higher, comes back, pushes into the 8996 and continues its move up, and this time breaks above the swing high. If it's not able to do that, suppose if it pushes into this, fails, then come back down. So come back like this. If it fails in any of this zone, then pushes down into this zone, tries to just rotate and then make its way down into this HVN. Again, if it rejects, then continue with this move. So I joined this here, and otherwise push lower through this and then try to pull back up, and then finally 8890 and then go toward 8870 zone. Any push below that would lead to further weakness, otherwise chances of bouncing up from here. So this is what we can expect. On the bank nifty, a nice compressed move post the open, goes into the point of control, starts accepting those prices. So any failure down was getting bought due to this. There is a nice support line here, but a very mechanical low. So this low is a carried forward reference. It's a pullback low as well as a mechanical reference of the day before's point of control. And this distribution is almost ending here. So it's very mechanical, very visual. Need to keep this as a reference. In coming days might be visited, but as of now it's holding up above previous day's high, and a nice push through but fails into this. So today might want to rotate in this area or move up, or if it fails to hold on to this, that means it was distribution and might continue its move down into the previous day's low. Let's see on this 1 minute. So a nice channel move higher, goes sideways, starts accepting, and a thrust up. Now this thrust gets in sellers even without a test. The test comes as a secondary test, goes and tests that bar low. So in a way, this is a bar mid on 3 minutes and the bar low of that 1 minute. So fails there, comes back down into the demand, again tries to push up, no demand coming in the push, so continues its move down, and it's coming down into this lower balance fair price. So again goes back, checks the selling interest higher, comes back, and this time breaks the low, because there will be stop losses all gathering here due to previous days VWAP. So once it's supported, people would like keep filters and whatnot. If it goes 5 points lower than this, I will sell, and if it does not breach that low, then I'll add it there. And all sort of mechanical traders are trading based on this, and that's how the market behaves. It breaks that low and instantly pulls back. So a stopping volume here, and then again without a test starts is move higher. This thrust did not materialize because again the same thing, not breaking the low of that thrust, continues higher, again a thrust, again not breaking, again a thrust. Finally this materializes, a nice test coming up here, and then comes back down, this time breaks this, and again comes into the major demand which was created throughout the day. Now on the 15 minute, it pushes up into this upper balance, goes sideways, tries to push up and see how these buyers are coming in, because this is visual. Above this high they think that it's going to break out right away, and when they fail, they are forced to exit at the lows, because the stop losses would be here. Once they survive, second time when they come, they are taken out, and then we again move higher. Again a similar kind of thrust in delta as well. So need to see how this zone behaves again. So this is fair price of this entire balance, it seems, and need to keep a watch on this level, 20,750 level. Now let's have a look at the Renko. So nice. It comes down. Let me do a fresh start. Comes down. Opening swing is made. Breaks the opening swing high and then pulls back to mid. Starts its move higher. So impulse, pull back, impulse, pull back. Now impulse has failed. So this is a dicey situation again. The same thing that we think that it might not go up, but going up mechanically and resisting means will push through it. So pushes up, creates a balance, failure in this impulse. So creates an impulse down, pull back, impulse down, pull back, and again gets slow. When it gets slow, expectation is that again it will come back and do some sort of behavior there which might give a clue. So a zipper here, I would have thought that the move is done and sell it, but it gets rejected from here, creates an impulse, pull back, impulse, pull back, impulse, third impulse, almost over. And then again, this is a bit messy, but still an impulse, pull back, does not materialize into an impulse, goes back higher, and then creates an impulse. So a dicey move here and a dicey move here. Apart from that, a very clean auction. Creating consensus a bit higher. It has left this balance, entire balance. So what we can expect today, open into this range somewhere, try to push higher. If it tries to push through this, comes back, pushes through 880 again in the next time and make its move higher into the 900 and 950 zone, and above 950 carry its move higher, and otherwise directly push back down into this, or go up and push back down into this. If it finds demand here, so bounce back again, and otherwise carry its move down into this lower balance and try to, again it might follow the same path from here, or continue its move down into this balance zone, so 2530, and anything below that it would start going down further. Now depends on the exit polls are out, and there might be some reaction, but most of that reaction is emotional. Smart money doesn't like to play that way. It's just the short term money, just the speculative money that wants to trade and take this opportunity. So a volatility can be there, volatility spikes might be the call of the day, and need to be careful. If it's doing something that we cannot understand or we cannot estimate perfectly, it's better not to trade for a day or two. But have to be careful not to get trapped in a bad trade, because if we survive, we'll be able to trade another day. So that's it for today, and have a profitable trading day ahead.